Oop, I hit continue. That was second try out of bounds as well. That's interesting. So is like, yeah, 31 2x is quite a reasonable target then.
Cheryl? Is that Cheryl?
Yeah, let's try for it. I'm feeling good about that.
Where are you going? Hey, wait! Stop!
My throat does not feel amazing. I mean, I have been yelling for like 3 hours, but, you know. We go again, we go again, we go again.
What is this?
It's so simple.
What's going on here?
That was quite slow, but I can't be asked to reset that. So I just won't. I don't fucking feel like it. What are you gonna do about it?
What's that?
What's that?
Huh, radio. What's going on with that radio? This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
I could spend months of my stream, months of my life, just kind of like improving the PB and re-PBing in all like the popular games that people like from the stream. Like Silent Hill 1, I've been doing the Good Plus stuff, and I could do UFO ending. Hello from Australia. Is this the real dub? The voices are sped up because of a quirk of how PS2 hardware works. It doesn't normally sound like that. The voices normally do play at like a normal speed. But yeah, like, Silent Hill 1, plenty of blood to be squeezed out of this stone still, forever, really, if I felt like it. Silent Hill 2, the Enhanced Edition Speedrun mode. Mod that's in testing, it's probably going to be rolling out to, like, the proper update soon, and then I'm going to have to rework the fucking leaderboard again. But it does mean that Silent Hill 2 will have, like, a slightly newer lease on life as a speed game. Could bring Silent Hill, like, people love the Silent Hill 2, can always bring that back. Resident Evil Remake, they restructured the leaderboard recently to go for loadless timing. I still haven't really done any runs since they've done that. I would like to go back and update the times so that my position is more accurate. Because they retimed everything, but I don't think they did it in like a perfectly precise way. I'm not sure what their methodology was. I'm not talking shit, I wouldn't have done it that way either. I'm lazy.
It's
It's a world record!
We're in the start of the run! Yeah, I could spend just months on that. But I will, inevitably, get distracted by all kinds of things. Other games I want to play.
Oh, God!
Like, I don't know what's coming out in the near future that I want to play, but there's doubtlessly stuff, and it's just not occurring to me right now. We play one day at a time. One run at a time, one game at a time. Time to play Stellar Blade? No. I don't think so. Did I play Elden Ring? No. I don't want to. Did I play Silent Hill 1? Maybe. There's a possibility of that. Oi. Ever play Baroque? I feel like I've been asked this question. I feel like you've already asked me this question before, but I can't. It may not be the same person. That's sort of an unfair assumption on my part, but I feel like there is a guy who has been asking me if I've played Baroque every single stream for like the past 4 times I've streamed. And the answer is still no. Well, no, actually that's not. Yes, I have. I have played Baroque. I didn't finish it, but I've played it. This is the part of the stream where people just ask me if I've done everything. See, there it is. There's a post in the YouTube chat. Here it is. I was talking about this earlier. Are you going to watch the new Silent Hill movie when it comes out? No. I do not care about the Silent Hill movies. Forgive me if that comes off as hostile. But it hasn't even come out yet, and I'm already sick of being asked about it. I do not care about the Silent Hill movies at all. Broke is pretty cool, but don't know you've joined a stream before. It's probably not your fault thinking about it. But, again, I feel like there has been someone asking me if I've played Baroque every single time I've streamed. Many, many streams now. It's like, what YouTuber made a video about Baroque that's prompting everyone to ask this question? Like, what happened? Something must have happened. Because suddenly it's being asked at a much, much higher rate lately. I want to say it was Dungeon Chill, Dungeon Chill, Dungeon Chill. I don't know who that is, but it is funny that I'm apparently right about the fact that another YouTuber made a video about a Japanese game. And that's why people are asking me about it. This happened with Spectral Tower as well. I can tell what the hotness going around YouTube is just by how often I'm suddenly asked about really obscure PS1 games. Do I do this in reverse to people? Are there a bunch of people now going around asking, like, the other obscure PS1 game YouTubers if they've played Mark of the Mermaid? Do I have that power? Is this an ability I have? Oh, that's so much fun to think about. Hey, streamer, did you know there's a Japanese arcade version of Left 4 Dead? That's crazy! You know, I finally actually have a Nessica card. Like the ones the Left 4 Dead machines use. Not that that helps, I can't use it on a computer. But, you know. I mean, well, you can, you just need to buy, like, an RFC... Yeah, an RFC card reader. But that's... you know, there's no server. There's no server for it, so it doesn't... Whatever. But I bought those Nessica cards, because I got a couple. Because I will not be streaming on Sunday, because I'm going to an arcade for the first time in a while. And apparently, at the arcade I'm going to, I have heard reports that the Theatre Rhythm cabinet actually is attached to a working network. And that fascinates me. But most people can't get it to work, because Theatre Rhythm cabinets are old and were discontinued in like 20-something. 2019, I think, I forget. So consequently, the card readers on the cabinets are old, and they don't work with the Unified Amusement IC standard. So what you need is specifically an older blue Nessica card, and no one knows what the fuck that means, so I had to find the cards. So I did. And if it turns out that they're just wrong and the network doesn't work because it's like hooked up to some kind of local server emulator or whatever the fuck, then I will have wasted about $30 on card. I didn't spend that much on it, it was like only $2. I will have spent $15 on cards that are useless. Probably. I mean, I think you can use the Nessica cards on something else, but I don't know what I would use it on. Do they work with Initial D? Is Initial D... No, that's like a... Is that a banana passport game? What the fuck card reader standard does that shit use? I don't know. Who makes the Initial D arcade games? Because that'll answer my question. Sega / Bimani, they're very different. Those are very different things that you have said. Sega, does Sega make like is this? Are you telling me or is this a question? Wikipedia says Sega. Okay, so it's an IME card game. So it is not a Nessica card game. My card is fucking useless here. Shit. Because Nessica is Taito. Needs to be a Taito game. Or something that is using the same network. Which a lot of games that aren't Taito do. But if it's a Sega game, it's definitely a Sega IME card game, which means I could use the same card I used for Project Diva. Cards, 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 cards. This is why they unified the standard in Japan, because it's fucking confusing. But alas, I live in England. And we have this bizarre mixture of old and new cabinets, so you still have to care about this kind of thing. And the arcades aren't very good at explaining, like, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The entire, like, UK arcade scene, especially with, like, the network ones, is being propped up by 3 guys. You know how they say, like, all of modern tech is being held up by, like, 1 guy from Nevada maintaining his repository of, like, one of the most important functions that all other projects pull from and rely on. The UK arcade scene is very much like that. It's all extremely dependent on some guy. Being bothered, why not find that guy and work with him? I know that guy. I know the guys. You kinda have to. I mean, I'm not really, like, working with them, but I'm aware of who the guys are, at least. Because, like, I'm not a network engineer. I don't really know how any of that works. How have runs been today? Honestly, pretty alright. I had a run that could have PB'd, but the final boss didn't die on schedule properly. I was shortchanged a bullet somewhere in the run and it fucked up the boss kill. Could have worked if I was lucky, didn't though. Hey Punchy, my daughter and I are watching you. Her name is Kendra. Hi, Kendra. You probably shouldn't watch me with your kid, I swear a lot. LAN cable in, LAN cable out. Arcade cabinet networking is more complex than this. Like, I don't have the know-how for that. Fuck! Case in point, I'd be swearing, because I'd be bouncing off the door. Oh god, wireless networking. It's not wireless. You actually need special routers to get it to go. Arcade cabinets are more complicated. Mainly because it's not really legal. Because I'm talking about cabinets being hooked up to servers that emulate their Japanese arcade functionality, and it turns out the Japanese arcade publishers do not like that. They can and have sued people for it. Whereas I am just focused on, like, what the end user needs to do. Which is that you need all these stupid fucking cards, because they all have different bloody card reader standards before a certain manufacture date. It's like, I was just trying to resolve an issue where, like, a friend I have who didn't know any better was trying to use the wrong card on a theater rhythm cabinet and didn't know why it wouldn't work, because, like, to him, he doesn't know that the cards have different fucking standards, and he's just like, I have a card. It works on the dance game, why doesn't it work on the fucking theater rhythm? It's like, because it's a different company. So I've got the cards, and that's the end of my contribution to this. Because they actually do not make them anymore. The old Nessica cards are discontinued. I had to import them. Imagine importing, like, just magnetic cards. Like, they don't do anything by themselves. The equivalent of all the different phone chargers being different shapes? Kind of, yeah, except they're not even different shapes. They're all cards, they just got slightly different, like, magnetic bits in them. Because, okay, like, a shift that started happening with arcade cabinets is that almost all of them these days, starting around, like, the 2000s, like the late 2000s, a lot of arcade cabinets in Japan started being hooked up to a central network. And then you could scan a card that you have onto a card reader on the side of a cabinet, and this would keep track of your progress across multiple plays. Especially handy for things like rhythm games. You can track your scores, you can unlock crap, blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's like logging in, except the login is a physical thing, rather than putting in a username and password. But the thing with that is that everyone started doing it at once, and you ended up with a situation where the major arcade manufacturers all had a different card, and they do not work across cabinet. Like, they're not compatible. Konami has the E-Amusement card, Taito has the Nessica card, Namco has the Banana Passport, which is definitely the funniest of the four, and Sega has the IME card. And there's probably more that I'm not thinking of right now, because, like, that's just, like, the four major ones. This went on for a few years before, like, enough people were like, there are too many fucking cards, it's confusing as shit, I hate this. So all the major arcade manufacturers, like, came together and reached an agreement to use the same standard. So cabinets manufactured past a certain date will accept any kind of card, and any card you buy of, like, a Nessica. Like, they'll still have the Nessica branding, or the Konami branding, or whatever, but they're a unified standard, so they'll work on anything past a certain date. So, you know, great, no problems here. Not so easy, however, is that the cabinets themselves don't retroactively change to match this, you know? If an older cabinet can't read the new cards, then it can't read the new cards. What are you gonna do about it? You can replace the readers, like, if you know what you're doing. That is possible. But these are public arcades. I can't, like, walk in there with a fucking screwdriver and start fucking around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If the machines they've got don't take them, you gotta just bring the right card. You know, they're not gonna let me do it. Assuming I could even figure, like, I don't know how the fuck you replace the card reader on a theater rhythm cabinet. I don't know what's inside those things. So I bought the cards myself. Mind you, like the one singular who knew how to make capture cards for 3DS and now he's retired and there's none left. I think there's still a guy in the UK doing it. But yeah, there was a guy. There was like the DS capture situation in general was really bad. Like if you didn't manage to get one when they were being manufactured, you're kind of fucked. I did. I do have a 3DS capture card. Yeah, there's a guy in the UK under the brand name Delfino Customs. I think he still does them. So, sensational example of how small the UK is, by the way, that when I bought and ordered my own 3DS capture card from this guy, he didn't send it through the post, he drove to my house.
What's this?
Because the UK is small enough that you can just, like, do that. Yeah. Plus, I think he's also based in, like, approximately the north of England. But, he deemed it more efficient to just drive to my house, like, the however many hours it took than to mail it through the post. I guess he looked at my address on the order form and was like, that's close enough. Move! Maybe he was a fan and wanted to meet me. So I'm, like, 100% certain the person who manufactures the cards does know, like, who I am in terms of streaming. The reason I know this is that they follow me on Twitter. It's kind of ironclad. But, it was, I don't know, it was a brief interaction. They just kind of dropped it off and left, you know? I think he just thought it was more convenient at that moment in time. But I think he's still making them. No small talk? Not really, no. Not even an autograph. I'm not, like, a real celebrity. You guys know this, right? This guy met the Punchy? The Punchy? Got a bunch of web articles about you? I don't know about a bunch. Some, certainly. What? Unsubscribed? This guy isn't even a real celebrity. He's a fake celebrity. He's been lying the whole time about being famous. Also, I don't know what to make of that post. Very cool. Just no, I agree. Thank you. But also, wow. First try, for the first time today, fucking finally. Pretty sure it's a copy pasta. Damn, it's not. It's reheated. It's not even fresh. Fucking my pasta is reheated. Ah. That was a bit awkward. Fuck. Fire the gun, Mason. This is the position. That did not feel incredibly good. But apparently it was. Nice. That was a very complicated read. My mashing makes us bullet like she's got coffee zoomies. She keeps bouncing up and down because I'm bouncing my leg up and down. I do that. I'm one of those people with restless leg. Notice how even now, I am not stopping. I'm consciously thinking about it, but I can't, dude. It just doesn't work. Eh, that's not good. Nothing I can do about that. Bad RNG. Jeez. Mason, you fucking... God. I can't think of an insult. You fucking... Boo! Wouldn't open the door. Why'd he bounce off it? Stop that. You fucking donkey! Stupid dad! You made me look bad! how many you replay this game, bro. Hundreds. Thousands, even. Actually, you can see the exact number in the top right of the splits. For this category alone. How many attempts I have done at trying to beat the game faster. For good plus, it is at 101. That was a good strafe, by the way. That was on point. That was precise. Although, that is just this category. For any percent, like the normal fastest bad ending run, it's a 4-digit number. It's a lot. I have played a lot of Silent Hill 1. Why have I played so much Silent Hill 1? I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
I disagree.
Nice.
B! Congratulations on 69 months! That is, in fact, extremely nice. Well done. And now I hold forward. Why? Why hold forward? You started this game yesterday? Well, I'm gonna finish it now. Sorry. Hope you enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. Silent Hill 1? Pretty keen video game. I give normal recommendations for normal people. Konami should sponsor me to play Silent Hill 1. The hit new video game. There's a lot of sales potential in that, you know? For a game they don't sell anymore. Good turn. I've gotten way better at that. I think Konami sponsor a Silent Hill Pachinko. You know that machine is actually kind of hard to find nowadays. Like, it wasn't that popular in Japan either. Like, I couldn't tell you what makes a popular Pachinko machine in Japan. I don't really suspect it has anything to do with, like, the merit of the gameplay. Pachinko machine too? Yeah, lots of things do. I've never really been that bothered by this. Like, you know, it's gross, it's kind of perverse. Pachinko is gambling, obviously, but I don't live in Japan, so Pachinko doesn't, like, I've never even seen it, you know? Like, I don't care. But also, there's, like, branded slot machine anything in the West, you know? Like, who cares? It's like, it's a... Oh, no, it works. Okay. It's just like a branding they slap on some slot machines and what have you. It's like, the West does it too. It's not really that weird when Japan does it either. They just have Pachinko instead. Like, it's not good, it's just... who cares? It's just a curious, like, gamer tendency I've noticed, that for people to get, like, offended at the idea of a pachinko machine for their property existing at all, when in reality it's just kind of, like, whatever. When's the next main channel video dropping? I have no idea. Videos drop when they are done, and I will tell you, well, they drop approximately a week after they're done. And let me tell you, the next video, it's not done. Something crucial to keep in mind is that I am not a YouTuber who streams, I am a streamer with a YouTube channel. So my production on YouTube video is sporadic and, like, is done when I can find the time. I try to set aside time each week
I disagree.
to work on it. To work on what next video is. But sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I'm unwell. Sometimes I just have no good ideas. That time is not right now. I do have a thing I'm currently working on. Can we get a hint as to what it's on? It's not going to be a fucking 50-minute retrospective essay let's play thing about an untranslated PS1 RPG. It's not one of those. It's a different thing. This is predictable if you generally understand my flow, because I almost never make the same kind of video twice in a row. Been playing said untranslated PS1 RPG, it's pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I think it like ebbs and flows. It's untranslated Dreamcast RPG. There's only like 2 of those I can think of. And I'm not covering fucking Eldorado Gate. There's like 8 of them. MXE, thank you for the 4 months. Sorry, I almost missed that one. I'm about to air out unfound glitches for Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64. What? Just more Shadow of the fucking Erd Tree? What the hell is Shadow of the Erd Tree? Erd Tree? It's Elden Ring DLC. Oh. That would explain why I don't know. Fucking Erd Tree? You guys take anything seriously. Fucking Erd Tree. What a ridiculous name. Tree of Nerds. Yeah, I haven't played Elden Ring and don't know anything. Explain why I don't know what the fuck that is. So, no. The next thing I am making has nothing to do with fucking Erd Tree. Fantasy 14 basically delayed their newest expansion by a week because of the Elden Ring DLC. What a shame. That's kind of funny. Really? Like, Final Fantasy 14 felt the need to move? Truly? I can almost be convinced to play Final Fantasy 14 now, because now you can be a buff tiger woman. Although you have to buy the fucking expansion for that. Have I played FromSoft games? A handful, but not many. I don't really like the Souls games, so I've been completely, like, out of it for a while. Whoa, I almost missed. Did I play Kuon? Surprisingly, no. Yeah, like, I played Dark Souls at one point on the Xbox 360, didn't really like it, and that's been the extent of my interaction with the franchise. Unfortunately for me, it then became more popular in several major religions, which is great. That always seems to happen. Just always bet on the opposite of the shit I like, and that's how you make money. Because I really didn't make anything of it. Part of the problem is that I just find the aesthetic of these games really boring. I don't really like generic medieval fantasy action RPG. Yes, because Silent Hill is wildly unpopular. Well, it didn't make any fucking money for like a decade. That's why they stopped making them. Because no one bought them. Why did it drop the strafe input? I held down the strafe button. Why does it drop that strafe input so much? Why is this game so fucking bad? Yeah, like, collectively, between Origins, Shatmem, Homecoming, and Downpour, they stopped making them because no one bought them, because they're shan. 1 through 4 apparently sold, like, semi-decently. All of them sold well enough to get greatest hits re-releases. But none of them were, like, double million sellers or anything. Dun dun. Thoughts on the Silent Hill 2 remake? Haven't played it. I don't know. You want more Punchy versus Doug? Alright, for the Neverhood. Isn't it not out, like, for another few months? We don't have a release date. We don't know when it's coming out, still. I actually strongly suspect it's probably not coming out this year at this point. Everyone shit on the combat trailer of Silent Hill 2 Remake? Yeah, they did, and then the CEO of Bloober blamed Konami for their bad editing, apparently, which is very funny, but also doesn't, like, no one involved in this looks good. Fun fact, guys, you're not supposed to yell at your publisher in the press. That's gotta be a PB. There's no fucking way that doesn't. That was honestly really tight.
It's a world record! It's a world record!
That was good. I will consume a raw egg on stream if that doesn't PB. I probably shouldn't commit to that because I imagine... I wonder if my eggs are even in date.
You will give me an egg.
Yeah, that's minus 14, and honestly, I don't...
You will give me an egg.
I have no major complaints about that run. That was pretty good the whole way through. I got blocked in the sewers once.
You will give me an egg.
That wasn't stellar. But the rest of that's pretty good. It felt pretty good. I don't know. I feel pretty good about that one. I have to imagine that's a PB of some description. Don't know by how much. This is the thing. The scams of 70k is very much possible here. Evie? Where is Evie? I don't know where Evie is. I might have to take a rain check. Oh wait, no. Evie is behind the ring light. Here's Evie. I'm just gonna hold Evie for the time being. So I hope you're aware, by the way, this is the last run of the stream. Like, I'm not doing another. I've got to go to work. But I am... So you're getting Evie for, like, the next maybe 4 minutes. Where did Isabel leave? Like 3 seconds ago. I put her down because I finished the run. Work? Yeah, I work a normal job. That's the other complicating thing that means I can't tell you exactly when main channel videos are dropping. This isn't my job. Yeah, I used to work a full-time job, then the internet stuff started making enough money that I got my hours cut down to part-time, so now I can spend half my time working on videos, and I still gotta go to work the other half the time. So, like, I've gained a lot of free time in the well, I say a lot, it's like 2 days out of the week, which is, it's something, it's pretty good, but it's not, like, it doesn't dramatically speed up everything. Tight. That's genuinely super good. That's actually a really good run. It doesn't fucking move me up any leaderboard positions because no one plays Good Plus. But, it's a pretty good run.